With Counter-Strike 2 just around the corner, the burning question on everyone's minds is, will this update to CS be enough to demolish Valorant, or will the underdog of the tactical FPS genre come on top once again? While I don't have a concrete answer, I'm going to be giving my thoughts today over why both games have good and bad, and my personal opinion and predictions for the future. As always, remember to like, share, and subscribe. I just want to thank you all so much for helping me reach 100 subscribers. I have recently partnered up with one of my friends and we are going to be posting content together. This is the first long-form video I'm going to be doing in a while, and he will be posting some long-form video of his content as well. He has access to CS2 and has a much larger history in the Counter-Strike genre than I do. So he will be your go-to guide for Counter-Strike, whereas I'll be focusing more on the Valorant aspects. Without further ado, let's get into today's video. Starting with Valorant, as is the game I've spent more time with, I can surely say as, while it does have a competitive niche, as the game is much slower and randomized in its gunplay compared to the more methodical approach found in Counter-Strike, one thing I can say is that the rate at which Valorant content is being put out, such as the agents or new maps, is what will keep it afloat in the long run. At first, when I heard the news that Counter-Strike 2 will be released, I was sure it spelled death for Valorant. But then I remembered that if I ever wanted to play Yoru, Raze, or Cypher, I couldn't do that in a game like Counter-Strike. See, love it or hate it, Valorant's unique gameplay look has the crossover of Overwatch's engaging characters with Counter-Strike's tactical gunplay. Yes, I know all the memes about running and gunning, and the guns not being balanced properly. However, these two things combined make not only for an addictive but an emotionally investing formula where you form strong bonds with your specific mains, or, much like myself, want to prove your skills by learning how to play all the possible agents. Valorant's place in the spotlight has been definitely set in stone by players such as Tens, Average Jonas, Grim, How to Noodle, and many more, releasing content over its lifetime, displaying the true chaos that can be achieved when pushing Riot's first-person shooter to its limits. Valorant has meant a lot to me over the years. Whilst it's been out, it's had its highs and its lows, but more importantly, it's allowed me to access a community of followers that enjoy my content and want to see me grow and improve. Even if CS2 does butcher Valorant out of the system, one thing can be sure. No matter how many times I rage, want to uninstall this broken game mechanically, or how many times I shit on it in my videos, Valorant will always hold a special place in my gaming library as the game that allowed me to form not only this channel, but this community of people. Moving on to CS2, I have to say that my time spent with the Counter-Strike series as a whole is rather short-lived, as the game's atmosphere was never to my liking. I have, however, had it be endlessly showered with praise by my colleagues who all migrated to Valorant with its release. Being the behemoth of the tactical shooter genre, Counter-Strike Go has, for a long time, been the overarching monopoly, overshadowing any attempt to claim its crown. Whether you've seen gameplay or not, the immortalized moments of Counter-Strike are definitely something you would have come across in your lifetime as a gamer, and the game as a whole needs to be recognized for its achievements. Looking at the overhaul Counter-Strike 2 has, and it's about to be released, it's about to give Valorant a real run for its money. With major improvements to not only graphical but also mechanical aspects of the game, having smokes be actively affected by outside forces such as grenades, gunfire, or the improvement of server communication allowing for better hit scan and more consistent gameplay. It seems like Valve has had the request of the gods to forge the best tactical first-person shooter on the market. However, just making a new coat of paint and better mechanics can't keep a game alive forever. Just look at what happened to the cycle. Valve needs to make sure they are on top of Counter-Strike's 2 release, keeping the ball rolling and engaging players for at least a whole year. But with such a dedicated community that is still trying to keep Counter-Strike alive, even without Counter-Strike's 2 release and all the delays, I don't imagine the game will ever struggle to stay afloat, even if new content isn't getting pushed out regularly. However, in my opinion, the least Valve can do is reward its supporters who have been playing this game for the better part of more than their lifetime and give them a true, perfect tactical shooter experience. Who do I think is going to win? Well, I will give both games a try once they are out. Obviously, Valorant is already available to be played, but no one can ever say what the balance is going to be like once Counter-Strike 2 gets released. And after playing and comparing them closely, I will be able to solemnly say which is better. But with Valorant's agent selection and Counter-Strike's 2 mechanically expressive gameplay and mechanical updates, there is definitely plenty to enjoy for everyone. Plus, at the end of the day, instead of playing one game, why not have 2 games you enjoy that you could play at any point? I do think that with the general improvements Counter-Strike 2 is going to have, I will absolutely be jumping content in between the 2 games, as I want to be able to access both communities, and I want to be able to do everything I can to make this channel grow, because as you all know, the larger community a channel has, the better the content output will be. As always, thank you everyone for coming. You might have noticed a few channel changes recently, and I'll go through them very quickly here. As I said at the start of the video, I have now partnered up with one of my friends. This is an amazing thing. We both record and edit our own videos, which means we will have twice the content to put out now. I do intend to make more long-form content as time goes on. I have a bit more time on my hands right now, so actually putting these videos out will be a lot easier. Please make sure to leave in the comments anything you'd like to see me talk about. If you want me to bring back the tutorial series that were absolutely terrible, but it was the foundation of what this channel started on, then I will do that. As well as you might have noticed that the name of the channel has changed. My entire take on this channel has changed over time, and I no longer feel like Venta Black 3 is representative. I want a much simpler, much more gaming focused channel, so Just Dennis is what we're going to be from now on. As always, thank you for your ongoing support, and I will catch you all in the next video. Bye bye.